Questions, go now. I will try to answer as many as I can. Salt cravings and fatigued. Check out your cortisol. Get your cortisol AM tested. Vitex berry for regulating hormones. Yes, it's also called chaste berry. I take 2 capsules every day, and I had amenorrhea. Anemia. You can cook with a cast iron pan as a good first step. Cast iron pans are great if you cook with vitamin C rich foods. So like tomatoes, if you're low carb, put those tomatoes in the cast iron pan and do that. You'll be awesome. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. How long to fix insulin resistance with keto? It's tough to say. I would wait 6 months. Seeing a holistic therapist worth it for ketogenic journey. Yeah, if you want to like balance out your body, go for it. I'm confused about thyroid health and iodine. Is it good or bad? It depends who you're talking about, or what you're talking, or realistic healthy fat. I didn't see that last question. It really depends on what you're wanting to do with your journey. For me personally, I found an amazing holistic practitioner. His name is Dr. Richard Johnson. He works out of the Market Mall Professional Building in Calgary. And so he has helped me really regulate my hormones, and my skin is like so much better. The only time I get acne now is when I'm ovulating, which I'm ovulating. Like a year ago today, I didn't even get a period. So it really depends. I say, like, if you're committed to improving your health, definitely worthwhile working with somebody. Program of yours for keto and adrenal fatigue. Yes, check out chapter 15 if you want to heal from adrenal dysfunction in my program Fat Fueled. I will bring up a little freebie at the end of our Q&A. So you can take a screenshot of that and use some of the information there. My hair is falling out like crazy. I'm in ketosis. You need carbs. Do a carb up practice. Do you know who to alleviate swollen lymph? Might be a reason. So I struggled with swollen lymph nodes when I was healing from an eating disorder. And they were like these nodules like all over my body, specifically like down my neck, my arms. I use dry brushing. I can't remember the name. Omega-7 and 5, are they real fats? Yes. I mean, they're part of the prostaglandin series, which is processed differently through a different set of like digestive processes. I believe the Prior's patches is part of that process. But I wouldn't get overly complicated with it. I can't get into ketosis, and I've been trying for 2 years. It's been 70s and low ketones. I think I answered this question in our last Q&A. If you've been trying to get into ketosis that long, I would like do a bunch of carb ups and like pound the carbs for a while and then try again. It could be that there's a certain enzymatic requirement when you're getting into ketosis, and it could be that your body doesn't have that. Do you recommend magnesium supplements? Yes! Yes, I take my magnesium glycinate every day. Fasting after surgery, what are your thoughts? I wouldn't do it, because if you're in ketosis, your body's already going to register a lot of ketones, more so when you just get out of surgery. Can I intermittent fast 5 days a week? You could if you had like super awesome hormones, but as a woman, I would recommend that you use fasting as like an awesome tool that you can use when you're traveling or stuff like that. But I would definitely eat more so than anything. You could even pair a rocket fuel latte with like my rocket fuel latte. If you just go to the Google machine and type in rocket fuel latte and you'll find the recipe. You could pair that, like make a smaller one and then pair that with some food. And it doesn't have to be a lot of food, but just to send the signal that your body is okay and like everything is fine and you're getting nutrients. Magnesium flakes. There was a question about magnesium flakes. Yes, I have magnesium baths all the time. Magnesium oil as well. So for magnesium oil, you just want to mix it in with water and just like rub it on your belly before bed, and it will help you go to the bathroom too. It's pretty awesome. And then I have a magnesium bath maybe 3 times a week, specifically after I go for like acupuncture, or a massage. That's like the best thing. Potassium supplement when tired in the morning. I mean, you could. I would look at why you're tired in the morning more so than just supplementing. If you listen to my previous podcast, the No Sugarcoating podcast, sugarcoating is one word. We talked about how I am addicted to supplements and how I'm trying to clear things up. So I would recommend looking at why you're tired and then going from that. How do you know you're in ketosis? There was a question about whether or not keto sticks and stuff like that. I know I'm in ketosis because when I first got going with ketosis, I measured everything until I knew what ketosis felt like, and now I don't have to measure anymore. Like, I know when I'm in it, I know when I'm not in it. So it really depends on your body. I find that the breath monitor, I haven't been able to correlate ketosis with that breath monitor. I don't feel like it works. When you're testing your urine for ketones, if you're registering ketones in your urine, it's probably because you're first getting going. There's a very small amount of people who can still see those ketones in their urine after like 6 months of being in ketosis. There was another question about ketosis and weight loss. If IF is not recommended for those. Yeah, no, it's not recommended. IF is not recommended for those that have autoimmune or thyroid dysfunction. There was a question about weight loss and whether or not, if you've been in ketosis a long time and you're not registering any weight loss. I made a video. Is it out yet? No, it's coming out in a couple of weeks. The 4 reasons why you're not losing weight on keto. So head on over to the Google machine and type in healthfulpursuit.com, find me, and in there type in your first name, email address right up at the top, and then you will get my newsletter reminders, and then you will get a notice when the video comes out. You can also find me on YouTube and subscribe on YouTube when that video comes out, I think in a couple of weeks. There was a question about dairy. I'm so behind in the questions. So if I haven't asked your question, just copy and paste and post it again. There was a question about dairy. Yes, I'm sensitive to dairy. I don't eat dairy. I think that a lot of people are sensitive to dairy. The fact that we are mammals that eat the milk of another mammal, I don't know, like, isn't that weird to you? I think it's totally bizarre. I don't think that we were meant to eat dairy products. Some people might disagree with me, and that's totally okay. You don't have to agree with me. If dairy resonates with you, it makes you feel like hot damn awesome, then continue eating it. But for me, it doesn't work. How do you stay in ketosis when you carb up? Awesome question. Thank you for asking that again. So here's the thing. When you are keto adapted, so this is like you've been eating ketosis, like ketogenic, say for, 15 days, let's say, your body starts to know that this is our new normal. This is like how we process food, fat adapted all the way. So when we have a carb up, it replenishes our glycogen stores, and we should burn through it throughout the night and be back into ketosis in the morning. Because our body is naturally adapted to burning fat as fuel. So once our body knows it's sort of like, I compare it to if you've ever been to a step class for the first time, or like any sort of like dance class that requires you to like know a routine. The first time you go to the class, you're like, what the hell? Why is everyone like able to jump over their steps and they know exactly what to do when she says like, turn to the left, and they do these little tweeting things, and I'm like, I have no idea what's happening. This is sort of like the first time you get into ketosis. Your body's like, I don't even know what's happening. But by the 15th day, imagine you were at a step class, you're like twirling to the left and doing all the things that all the other people are doing. You start to get used to this sort of movement. So with a carb up, if you're having just a little bit of carbs, like if you've looked at my carb up video, you can Google Healthful Pursuit carb up, and you will find a bunch of videos on carb ups. And the examples, like, they're not a ton of carbs. It's just like enough carbs to like replenish our stores and help our thyroid and our adrenals and all the things that are going on. Oil to roast veggies instead of coconut oil. Oh my gosh. Okay. Avocado oil, tallow, which is beef fat, lard, which is pork fat, suet, which is beef fat, but it's like more saturated, palm oil, but make sure that it is fairly sourced, Won't that prevent burning fat? No, it won't. Ghee, yeah, that's a really good one. So carb ups don't prevent you from burning fat. It gives our thyroid what it needs in order to convert our thyroid hormones and nourish our body. And I have those at night, not every day, but when I feel like it, to help heal my body. And this is the program that I followed. Fat Fueled is the program that I followed to regulate my hormones and get my period back after 8 years. And after 9 months of following Fat Fueled, I got my period back. Where do you get tallow? I make it myself. You can ask a butcher if they have tallow and you can render it yourself. It's super easy. You put it in a crock pot and you forget about it for 8 hours. I'll answer a couple more questions. Oh my gosh, we're already at 12 minutes. How does this happen? What is the difference between your 2 books? Okay, that's a great question. The Keto Beginning is a 30-day guide and meal plan with like step-by-step actions to becoming ketogenic. It's really, really great if you've never heard of ketosis before. If you're totally new to it, the Keto Beginning is for you. Fat Fueled is the next step in your ketogenic journey. So once you're adapted, you're familiar with ketosis and how it all works, Fat Fueled allows you to follow a really easy to follow outline that gives you a lot more power to just like choose what you feel like choosing and also heal your body. So this is a perfect, I bundled actually both of the products together in one. So the Keto Beginning and Fat Fueled all together. I'll flip it around so you can see it. The URL. So it's healthfulpursuit.com/bundle. So you can take a screenshot of that if you'd like. I'll flip it around in like 5 seconds. So you can take a screenshot of this if you're curious about healthfulpursuit.com/bundle, and it has both. Oh, thanks. I'm so happy that it changed your life and you love it. Thank you so much. That's awesome. So you could even take a screenshot of this and tweet it if you love me a long time and you want to share it with your pals. Thank you so much. I love that you love the meal. Yeah, so the meal plans is something else that I offer for all of the people. You can go to healthfulpursuit.com/balanced keto if you want to check out my meal plans. So my mom is going through premenopause. Actually, perimenopause, you can fast a little bit more than somebody who wants to maintain healthy hormones for sure. Yeah, so, oh my gosh. We're at 15 minutes. How did that happen? Vitamin C supplements. Yeah, you bet. I have 3,000 milligrams per day. I'm on day 6 feeling great. Awesome. I'm so happy you're feeling good. That's great. I'm so happy. That's awesome. Erythritol. I don't really like erythritol. I find it spikes my blood sugar, but it's totally up to you and how you feel. She's mad that she got her period back. That's funny. Yeah, well, how old is your mom? Sorry. I find that a lot of women, when they start eating ketogenic, their cycles change, which I think is so cool. I get excited when I'm live. Yeah, she'll be 50 this month. Yeah, I would give it like 6 months and see where things go. I think that's really exciting. I would even, like, if I were in her place, I'd probably get my hormones tested to see. Ketosis is healthy long term. I've been in ketosis for 2 years and I am the healthiest I've ever been. So far so good. And I think the real practice comes with the carb ups. So I'm going to end it here and tell you that there's been a couple questions about carb ups. Ketosis long term. I think that the key to health with ketosis long term are those carb ups. So you can find more if you go to the Google machine and type in Healthful Pursuit carb ups. So this was our Thursday Q&A. I will be back next Thursday with another Q&A. I try to vary it up, so I do some in the morning, afternoon, and evening so that a bunch of people can join in. And then on Saturday, so this Saturday, I am going to be doing another Periscope. So I come out with Periscopes Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and a couple others sprinkled in. So I hope you guys all have a fabulous, beautiful day, and I will see you on Saturday. Bye!